This is the Samsung Galaxy M21, one of Samsung's latest offerings in the M series, and on paper at least, it does look like a pretty compelling package. So I've got my hands on it, and in this video, let's unbox it and take a first look. Hey guys, this is Advait, and let's get started. So this is the box that the M21 comes in, and it's fairly minimalistic. There's just the M21 branding at the top and towards the side, and towards the back again we have nothing. Samsung doesn't print any specs or any of that sort. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's unbox it. So opening up the box, the first thing we have is of course the phone itself, and moving to the other box contents, we get a pretty standard 15-watt Samsung charger, which we get with most Samsung mid-rangers, and last but not the least, we have a USB Type-C cable. And not to forget, we get the SIM ejector tool along with the standard user guide and manuals. So that's pretty much it for the box contents. We don't get any transparent case or anything of that sort, which is quite surprising to see because most mid-rangers do come with a TPU case or something in the box. But anyways, initial impressions, I would say the phone does feel pretty good in the hand, and it's not that heavy considering the fact that it has a large 6000 mAh battery. And towards the back again you can see the triple cameras and the fingerprint scanner, and this back does look like glass, but it is indeed plastic and it's quite a fingerprint magnet. But anyways, moving on to the physical overview, towards the top we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, towards the right we have the volume buttons and the power button, towards the bottom we have the headphone jack, USB Type-C port, main microphone and the speakers, and finally towards the left we have the SIM slot, which thankfully has a dedicated microSD card slot. Moving on, let's talk specs, and let's start with probably the best part of the phone, the display. The M21 has a big bright 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with the U-shaped cutout, and I have to say it's quite rare to see a AMOLED display at this price. And the display looks really good. It has the deep blacks which AMOLED displays offer, great contrast and good viewing angles, and as I said, it is probably the best part of the phone. Under the hood, the M21 features the 10nm Exynos 9611 quad-core processor with the Mali G72 MP3 GPU. The handset features either 4 or 6 GB of LPDDR4X RAM with either 64 or 128 GB of storage. Moving on, let's talk cameras. Towards the back, we have a triple camera setup with the main sensor being the 48 megapixel Samsung ISOCELL Bright GW2 sensor with an f1.8 aperture. We also have an 8 megapixel ultra-wide and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. Towards the front we have a 20 megapixel sensor with an f2.0 aperture that also supports face unlock. Now talking about the battery, which is another highlight of the M21, it features a mammoth 6000 mAh battery that features 15-watt wired charging. Last but not the least, let's talk software. The Galaxy M21 runs on Samsung's One UI 2.0 based on Android 10, and it does support Widevine L1 out of the box, so there's that. And initial impressions, I have to say it is quite smooth in operations. I didn't notice much lag, but I have to say that the handset does come with a lot of pre-installed apps and bloatware like Netflix, Halo, Daily Hunt and a few games and stuff, but apart from that, the overall experience is pretty decent. So now that we've covered all the specs, let's talk price, and here's where things get a little questionable. See, the M21 has received 2 price hikes since its launch in March. So the first price hike saw its base variant go to as high as 14,200, and shortly after that it had received a price cut, and the price was 12,699 for the 4GB variant and 14,999 for the 6GB variant, and that's when I was able to buy the phone. But now Samsung seems to have increased the price once again, so the latest prices are 13,999 for the 4GB variant and 15,999 for the 6GB variant. Now, while the first price hike is understandable as the government had increased taxes on smartphones by 6%, the second price hike does seem questionable, and it does look like as if Samsung is taking advantage of the whole boycott Chinese sentiment going around. But anyways, I'll leave links to both Samsung and Amazon in the description below. Do check it out for the latest pricing information. So overall, my initial impressions are quite positive. The M21 offers a great display, large battery, decent performance, and more than capable cameras. So if you're looking for a phone under 15,000 and you're part of the boycott Chinese smartphone movement, you can definitely have a look at the Galaxy M21. So that's it guys, that was my unboxing and initial impressions of the Galaxy M21. If you liked the video, do smash that like button to let me know and subscribe to the channel for more tech videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you soon. Peace.